Asa, do you think you can wait over there? Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2. Thump. I hung the white sheets over the clothesline. A few tugs and the wall set.
相変わらず精が出ますな。
Is that you, Ageha?
こんにちは、アゲハ先輩。こんにちは。チース。
What'd you come here for?
いやー、家にいると店の手伝いやらされるから逃げてきちゃった。
Are you okay? Your grandma's going to get angry again.
課題を一緒にやるって言って出てきたから平気。しかしなんですな。みんなが学校行ってる時に家にいると時の流れがゆったりだよね。
I've been able to catch up on my work, so I guess that's good. One day in September, summer vacation is over and the second semester had begun. But we didn't go to school. After we broke into the gym storeroom to take back the glider, the entire Soaring Club was suspended. Damn.
悪い子になったみたいで、なんだかドキドキします。
We'll take a suspension over that.
なんで私まで部員じゃないのに。
I know, right? Yoru is not even a part of this. She helped us out, but she's not even a club member. You get us suspended anyway. Poor Yoru. Excluding Yoru, everyone not in the club who helped out did not get suspended. Honestly, it felt like it was a little anticlimactic. I was really prepared for a stricter punishment. Despite the results, it felt like our summer vacation was extended. We spent this suspension time relaxing.
小鳥から連絡は？
She called yesterday. She seems to be doing fine.
さあ、なんだかんだで実家の居心地はいいのかね。
That's right. It seems like she's getting on by herself these days.
ねえ、一緒に課題やろうよ。あ、私たちもやります。私はもう終わらせたけど、ここにいても暑いだけだから付き合うわ。
Sure, no problem. I just hung out the sheets, so hold on a minute.
あいや
The white sheets shone against the pure blue sky. That day, we flew through the morning glory. Looking at the clear sky, I would have never thought it could really have happened. A passage of clouds across the sky. We flew through God damn it. We flew through that miracle-like place in the sky. Soon, the passage of clouds melted away in the rays of rising sun. After watching it for the very end, we returned to the runway.
おかえりなさい、二人とも。ただいま、朝、夜、みんな。
A crowd of people had been waiting on the runway for our return.
すごかった。私、感動しちゃったよ。私もよ。すごいもの見ちゃったわ。ゆかさん、感動して泣いちゃってましたもんね。とても綺麗だった。
Everyone gathered around the cockpit. I was out first and pushed over Kotori's wheelchair, which someone had prepared for us. While I was getting the wheelchair ready, Akeha unbuckled Kotori and got her out.
お疲れさん。お疲れ様。
After realizing how ordinary they were acting, they both laughed.
やったね。イエーイ。
They high-fived.
かっこよかったよ。
Hey, Hotaru. You came too, huh?
やっぱすげえなお前らは。マジでしびれたぜ。
Thanks.
今度俺たちも乗せてくれよな。
乗ってみたい。
Anytime.
見せてもらったわ、水瀬くん。
Akari.
先生方に逆らってあなたたちを承認した私の目に狂いはなかったわね。
Thank you so much. You literally saved us. I'm glad we could prove ourselves. Everyone came by wanting to say something. I saw Anchan at the edge of the crowd. Anchan! Waving my hand at him, he sheepishly entered our crowd. Anchan, do you see?
ああ、もちろんだ。かっこよかったぞ、葵。
After being complimented, I could feel myself begin to blush.
ありがとな。
Thanks?
こっちのことだよ。
Saying that, he started to pat me on the head. Hey, I'm not a kid.
悪い悪い。つい癖でな。
He did it again. Hey, stop it. Lots of people I had never seen before kept coming up and saying how amazing and wonderful it was. Kotori and I felt overjoyed to be able to share this moment with so many people. After a while, when the crowd's energy had subsided,
小鳥、
お父さん、
her father and Hibari walked over to her.
すまなかった。空を飛びたいというお前の真剣な気持ちを遊びだと言ってすまなかった。
Kotori's father gave her a deep apologetic bow.
お父さん、
It reached him. The morning glory reached him.
ひばりと一緒に見ていたよ。お前が飛ぶ姿とあの美しい空を。
There was a sparkle of excitement in his eyes. He seemed to be just as excited as everyone else in the crowd.
私はお前にまた嘘をつかせてしまうところだったんだな。
そんなことない。お父さんは私のことを思って言ってくれてたんだもん。
Her father shook her head.
私は怖かったんだ。
His head.
お前がまた傷つく姿を見るのが。
He just realized what I said, shook her head. Just grab Kotori. I'm gonna ruin the moment, I'm sorry. God damn it.
けどそれはお前を大切に思うこととは違っていた。頑張っている娘を応援しようともせず、カゴの中へ閉じ込めようとしていた。すまなかった。
Kotori stared at her father's bowed head.
私こそごめんなさい。大事なことを黙っていて。お父さんたちがどんなに心配するか分かってたのに。
いいんだ。そうさせてしまったのは私たちだ。お前はもう自分の翼で飛べる。なのにそれを認めようとしなかったのだから。
As the father spoke, tears began to well in Kotori's eyes. But instead of crying, she began to smile.
早く帰ろう。
え？
だってお母さんが待ってるんでしょ。早く安心させてあげたい。
いいのか？
夏休みの間だけなら。
ああ、そうしてくれると嬉しい。車を取ってくるよ。
He sprinted off towards the car. He was so happy that he nearly tumbled over a rock as he ran.
お姉ちゃんもいっぱい心配かけてごめんなさい。そんなことはいいのよ。小鳥ちゃんが無事なら。どうだった？見てくれてたんでしょ？ええ、かっこよかったわ。さすがは私の小鳥ちゃんだわ。ちょっと怖かったけど。慣れればどうってことないわ。あ、そうだ。今度後ろに乗せてあげる。
She's gonna have to warm up to that idea for a little bit. Kotori's big grin seemed to draw a smile out of Hibari.
ちょっとお父さんとお話ししてくるわね。
As Hibari said that, Kotori began looking around for someone. What's wrong?
あ、いた。
Kotori sped a wheelchair over to the person she was looking for.
いやー、小鳥。見ててくれた？ああ、見てたぞ。あんまり高いからよく見えなかったけどな。飛んだよ、私たち、モーニンググローリーを。ああ、すごく綺麗だった。あまねちゃんにも見せてあげたかったな。私はいいよ。雲の上から下を見るなんて想像しただけでゾッとするぞ。なんでよ。あまねちゃんの夢だったんでしょ。私じゃない。いつかの夢だ。それにもう叶った。君たちが叶えてくれた。いつかと飛ぶはずだったあのグライダーをあの場所まで運んでくれたんだから。
Yeah, it wasn't really Amane's dream to fly. She was just trying to fulfill Isuka's dream to fly over the passage of clouds. Kotori gave me a timid look. Her eyes seemed to be asking what was going on. I answered with a nod and a smile. Kotori grinned herself.
じゃあこれでいいんだね。あ、ありがとう。 小鳥。葵くん。
As Amana cracked a smile, Kotoru broke into full laughter.
ねえ、葵。
Yeah?
ちょっとの間だけ東京に帰るね。
That's a good idea. Let your parents spoil you for a while.
そうする。寂しいからって浮気しちゃダメよ。
Like I'd do that.
お父さん、どうしたの？
いつの間にか小鳥は自分の居場所を自分で作っていたんだな。
そうね。梶ヶ浦の人たちはみんな親切でいい人ばかりよ。
ああ、私たちはもっと強くならないといけないのかもしれない。小鳥を見守る親として小さなカゴの中に押し込めてしまうにはあの子の翼は大きすぎるんだ。
いつまでも悲しんでばかりはいられないわ。私たちも前へ進まないと。
ああ、
お父さん、お姉ちゃん、早く帰ろう。帰りましょう。
ああ。
So that's where Kotori went. Gotcha. Well, I hope she's going to be coming back. With that, Kotori got in the car and the family drove off. However, since our suspension was issued on last day of summer vacation, she stayed at home throughout it. The days passed. Hopefully she's gonna come back sometime. Kotori, wake up. Breakfast is already ready. Hey, Kotori. Is she back already? Oh, she is.
おはよう。今何時？
7:42. Breakfast ready. Come on. Genshinja, come eat. And some water.
いただきます。
I'm guessing this is the time the suspension ends, maybe? Possibly? Fully awake, Kotori begins to shower breakfast down the throat.
はい、ハット。ここ。
And Hat's still here, good. Hat went over to Kotori and started eating something. I know you don't like vegetables, but don't feed them to Hat.
急いでるからよ。
How'd you sleep in late? Didn't you set your alarm?
久しぶりに学校行けると思ったら興奮しちゃって、昨日の夜よく眠れなかったのよ。
I perfectly understand that. Every single time new semester ends, I can't sleep. Apparently, by the time she was able to get to sleep, she went ahead and slept right through the alarm. Today our suspension was finally over. Our extra long summer vacation was now over, and our second semester was starting late.
おはようございます、小鳥先輩。おはようございます、ハバネ先輩。おはよう、双子シスターズ。今日もよく似てるわね。お寝坊ですか？珍しいですね。体内時計が狂ってるみたいなのよ。定額になって単位落としてるのに遅刻とかしちゃシャレになんないわ。
Got a bit of bedhead. I pointed this out to her as she was shoveling food into her mouth. With bowl and chopsticks still in hand, she leaned her head toward me. Ah, you're hopeless. Grabbing a brush from the bathroom, I started to fix Kotori's hair. Huh, you already got nice hair.
そうでしょう。自慢のサラサラヘアですから。あた、引っかかってる。
Ah, sorry.
もう注意してよね。葵だって嫌でしょ？私の髪が枝毛だらけになっちゃったら。
That would be terrible.
相変わらず容赦のないベタベタっぷりね。朝から殺意を催しそうだわ。
She jealous?
いいと思うな、私。ちょっと羨ましいけど。
She is.
ごちそうさま。
I'll clean up. While you get ready. Come on, there's no time.
ラジャー。
I got behind Kotori's wheelchair as we exited the building. Let's go. Hold on tight.
飛ばせー。
Here we off to school.
待ってくださいよ、先輩。そして相変わらずの無茶っぷり。エネルギーが有り余ってるわね。
Oh lord. For how long is this going to be lasting, by the way? I mean, I know this is the ending for sure, but how long is this ending? I'm enjoying it for sure, but just kind of want to know when it ends. Going back to school for the first time in what felt like ages, we were greeted as if we were heroes. Oh hell yeah.
ソアリング部だ。ハバネさんたち帰ってきた。あ、なになに？写真見たよ。すごい綺麗だった。私らも呼んでほしかった。
The entire class began to gather around us. Suddenly, a huge crowd formed as students from other classes made their way in as well.
おはよう、お二人さん。
Flew glider over the morning glory, immediately famous.
これ何なの？定額になってる間に私らのことが話題になってたみたい。こないだ見に来てた人の中にうちの学校の新聞部もいたらしくてさ、ついでに飛岡先生に逆らって定額ってのが新鮮で刺激的だったみたいよ。
Damn. Apparently doing stuff, illegal stuff and going against, school faculty gets you very famous. Students rarely got suspended from our school. It's not really a school where the bad kids go. Most students have fun and trouble for years. However, Tobioka's hatred is well known, and us getting suspended was talked about like heroic story.
ようやく時代が私たちに追いついてきたか。
Don't get too cocky. Being suspended isn't something to be proud of.
分かってるわよ。気分よ、気分。ところで部長、その騒ぎのおかげで入部希望者が続々と集まってるんですが。
Damn, alright. Kotori's eyes sparkled.
どうする？部員入れる気あるの？いいわ。ただし生半可な気持ちじゃダメよ。ほほう。というと？入部資格は空に恋してるかどうか。そうじゃない人は残念だけど仲間とは認められないわ。
Oh wow, she has been a very strict club president.
そんなやつはあんただけだ。
That's right. Don't lump us in with that. It's embarrassing.
なんでよ。みんな恋してないの？
Let's pull aside Kotori's silly talk for a second. The Soaring Club is in a stagnant position right now, or strange position right now. It goes without saying that Tobioka has been working to keep the Soaring Club abolished. It was originally supposed to have gone smoothly. However, the situation has changed. Morning Glory became a local news story in Kazugara. It was quite different from one 27 years ago, when the internet and digital cameras weren't widespread. Even a number of videos taken by the crowd ended up on TV news. So then this strange cloud was flown through by some students in a homemade glider. What about that? While we were suspended, the local media contacted the school about doing coverage. This led to the principal as well as the directors learning a lot about the details of what we did. Especially the chairman of the board, that is us and Yoro's grandfather, seemed to be appreciative of all the praise the school was getting. And as a result, the abolishment of the club was postponed. A lot of ideas came up, such as inviting in specialists from outside the club as well as getting more help. The school itself is apparently going to be expanding into aerospace engineering studies as well. That's very likely played a part. Damn. Flew over a strange cloud, immediately advancing the school's popularity. And go into space engineering. First gliders, next space. It wasn't just the teachers. The students who came to watch that day started a petition to keep the club from being abolished. In the petition, Akari had written about all we had done throughout the year and everything that led us to that flight. On the one hand, I couldn't believe she had written that report, but on the other, I felt great to have her as an ally. Because of this, we found ourselves placed in a strange position. However, what?
いいんじゃないかな。新入部員興味持ってくれてるんなら。そうよね。これからは今までみたいにシャニムに頑張るって感じじゃなくなるだろうし。
Hopefully. Wouldn't the laid-back Soaring Club just be as good? That is, of course, if the club can still exist. After school that day, as we were chatting while going down the hall to leave, we saw a familiar face in front of the elevator. And she's back again! You're supposed to be away, you're like 27, 28 years old, you're supposed to be away doing adult stuff, what are you doing come back? I mean, I don't mind whatsoever, let her come back anytime she wants, but You're supposed to be like working and inventing things?
やあ君たち
Hi.
こんにちは
Hello, Akari. Amane and Akari were chatting.
何してるのあまねちゃん違うぞ小鳥あまねちゃんではなく望月先生だ
Of course.
新型風車開発プロジェクトの特別講義が今日からだったのよああ例の
Are you taking the class, Akari?
ええ
Only a limited number of students could get in. It was very competitive, but it wasn't surprising that Akari got in.
あまねちゃんも偉くなったもんね
Yep.
あんたはいつまでも偉そうだな
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I heard about the petition, Akari. Thanks for all your help.
礼を言われるほどのことでもないわ私は私の信念に基づいて行動しているだけだからあれだけの実績を残した部がなくなるなんて慶風学園にとって損失以外の何者でもありませんからね
Kotori seemed proud of what Akari was saying. She had received a lot of compliments today and was starting to get cocky.
じゃああまねちゃん顧問続けてよまた一緒に飛びたいそれはごめんだ
Amanda spoke bluntly and laughed. Kotori frowned.
なんでよもう飛ぶのはゴリゴリだそれに私も一応大人だから責任は取らないといけない
Amanda was the one who took responsibility for Kotori's accident. Basically, the Soaring Club was losing its representative. It was unfortunate, but probably for the best. This would take away all the responsibility for the glider.
寂しいでも君たちが飛び続けるなら時々覗かせてもらうつもりだ君たちと何かするのは楽しいからな
Amanda's honesty shocked us. Akari actually seemed a bit jealous of us.
じゃあな君たちさようなら先輩またね望月先生
Goodbye. Oh, we didn't call him Michizuki-sensei. And we're back. We headed directly back to the dorm after school.
わわ
I had.
ただいまハット今おやつあげるからねは
Kotori headed off to the dining hall to get Hat's food. Seems like we're the first ones back. Even though we were on suspension for a while, the students in my dorm tend to take the long way home or have clubs. Usually no one is around at this time. Can't speak whatsoever. Sorry. Returning to my room, I put down my bag and started changing out of my school uniform. I chew us out for September. Guess I'll change my shirt.
ち
Is she staring? Hmm? All of a sudden, Kotori was speaking through my slightly open door. Hey, when did you become a peeping Tom?
うんいいじゃないちょっとくらい
Wow, if everyone allowed this, Japan would become a pervert's paradise.
部活がないと暇ね
Saying this, Kotori began poking through my bookshelf. That's because we spent pretty much every free minute in the club this year. I didn't realize how busy kept us until it was suddenly gone. Busy, sure, but it was very fulfilling. As we talked, I decided to just change my God damn it! I decided to just change my t-shirt.
ち
Quit staring. What? Kotori was looking at my naked upper body.
いやなんか前よりムキムキになってない
Have I? I wasn't sure how to respond, but I couldn't help but be a little happy. Actually, while I've been suspended from school, I started cycling again.
そうなの
That day I chased after you, I really overdid it though. My knees started hurting again. Kotori began to look extremely worried. I went to the hospital and got it checked out. They said it was nothing to worry over. That said, as long as I didn't overdo it, it'd be alright for me to ride. I'd be fine as long as I didn't race, they said. So since I haven't been getting much exercise, I started going out on little excursions.
へえ
There's really nothing else to it. The school's still deciding what to do about the Soaring Club, and the winch is still being repaired. All we can do is wait. Letting out a sigh that said nothing about her feelings, Kotori stared at the bicycle in the corner of the room. How's home?
うんまあまあかな
I still hadn't heard the details of her time home. Kotori only came back late last night. This was the first time we were together since then. How's your mother doing?
もうすっかり元気。倒れたって聞いた時はびっくりしたけど、うちのお母さん大げさなところあるから。私の顔見た1時間後にはキッチンに立ってご飯作ってたわよ。まったく人の気も知らないでさ。
This is the mother who Kotori had decided to quit school and go home for. Well, that's just because she worries about you, right? Do you talk to her about the glider?
全部話したわ。そしたらまた倒れそうになってた。
Damn. Sheesh.
でもまあお父さんもひばり姉も加勢してくれて、なんとか納得してくれたような、そうでもないような。
So is she okay or is she not okay?
もうちょいかかるかな。
Fair enough. Considering how she sounds, I doubt she'll be so easily persuaded. The only thing to do is to keep being persistent. Are they going to let you stay here?
そこはバッチリ。何せお父さんがそうした方がいいって言ってくれたから。
Wow. Hard to believe that he'd say that after how much he wanted to take her back home.
モーニンググローリーの奇跡のような光景を見て、きっと心が洗われたのね。
Like I said, the morning glory reached him down his heart. Made him understand. He was completely serious. Or she was completely serious. I guess that could be the case. That view did bring out excitement in some people from deep down within. But in this situation, witnessing your daughter reach a goal would be the bigger thing, I think.
その代わり、私が定期的に帰省することと、お父さんたちが時々こっちに遊びに来ることになったから。
Fair enough. Really? Well, that's good. Especially since you're in not that far away. Not. God damn it! I can't speak. Hold on one sec. Okay, especially since you're not that far of a drive away.
それと、お父さんがね、葵のことを褒めてた。
He did? About me? She nodded.
彼はなかなか見どころのある若者だって。
He was saying that a promising young fellow you were.
お母さんも会ってみたいって言ってたから、今度連れてきてもいい？
Oh? Yeah, sure.
きっと気に入ると思うわ。葵、背が高くてかっこいいから。
I'm going to meet her mother. Even though I know it's just a simple meeting, it still makes me nervous.
この間、この自転車に乗ってる葵、初めて見たけど、超かっこよかった。しびれるくらい、私の王子様って感じ。
Prince in shining armor riding the wonderful white and yellow steed, right?
また好きになっちゃったわ。
Aw. She turned red and started to look nervous.
あんまりかっこいいから、この間なんて夢に見ちゃったくらいよ。
Really? What kind of dream?
いや、それは内緒です。
What? You won't tell me?
ダメ、企業秘密。
Company secret. What company? Kotori came closer and gazed at me.
こんなかっこいい男の子が私の彼氏だなんてまだ信じられないわ。何かの手違いじゃないかしら。
What do you mean mistake? Do you still think I don't care about you?
じゃあ会えない間に私の夢見た？ 見てないんだ。やっぱり好きじゃないんだ。
I did. Of course I did.
じゃあなんで即答できないわけ？別に私に恋焦がれてなかったんでしょ？
This girl is difficult. That's cause its content is a bit hard to say up front. Especially the perverted part. Oh lord. However, Kotori worriedly looked up at me.
本当に見た？
Yes, I did. Seriously.
どんな夢？
Well, it was... I kneeled down and looked Kotori in the eyes. Kissed her. This kind of dream.
それだけ？
Are you just saying that even though you know what I mean?
わかんないよ。
Brought her body close to mine.
葵。
Kotori hugged me back. Then I lifted her up. And then... What are we doing? Placed her down on her bed. On their bed? That's not her bed, that's our bed, I think. A little startled and slightly teary in the eyes, she looked up at me. Then I got up on the bed myself and hovered over her. It was this kind of dream.
Spicy な夢ね。
Spicy. You hadn't finished last time. What should we do? Kotori looked at me as if saying, how could you ask so casually? Then, at last, she looked away with a pouting face and said,
続きも教えてほしいな。なんて。
Fine. I'll show you then. Glaring at me now as if saying, you big bully. So cute. Then I gave her an even gentler kiss than normal. As our lips overlapped, I undid the button on her blouse. I might have to censor some parts if I know what's coming up here. One by one, the buttons unfastened, and each time Kotori shivered to it. Technically, I don't have to censor this right now, so I think we'll just go on for a little bit. But I may have to censor the rest. I don't know, we'll see what happens. You know what? I can't. As this is gonna be going on, I feel like YouTube might actually get me for the words that I'm saying on purpose. We're gonna go ahead. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna observe this, right? Absorb the entire thing, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. Now before I do that, okay. Damn. The writers and the artists are as good at writing a good story for a visual novel as they are doing the loot stuff. Or portrayed it. God damn. Oh. Okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm calmed down. We're good. Let's continue this. Hat cheerfully pecked around the garden grass.
ハットー、行くよー。それ。
She sprayed him with a hose.
気持ちよさそう。
When we were done having... Damn. When we were done having sex in my room, we had a quick shower that took Cat outside with us. It's been a while since there's been no one around here, so we might have gone a bit far. But it's over now, and I'm back to my usual self. But especially glad no one came home during that time.
どうしたの？どんよりしちゃって。
Nothing. I'm just glad no one found out.
そうね。今日のはちょっと危なかったわね。でも。
Oh, that was quite dangerous. God damn.
すごく良かった。
She blushed.
葵、すごいいっぱい出したよね。まだお腹の中に入ってる感じするもん。
I'm actually gonna have to censor, like, part of that dialogue that she just said. I legit don't know. See, I would leave it out, but I do not want to get hit by community guidelines. That's the one thing I don't want to get hit by. YouTube, please. Sorry. Must be because we haven't met in over a week.
これで1ヶ月とか会えなかったらどうなっちゃうんだろう。
Oh Lord, don't ask.
爆発して死んじゃうかも。
Sure. Possibly. Felt like it could actually happen.
そっか。それは困るな。
She said to herself softly. Then she looked straight at me. What?
いや、かっこいいなと思って。エッチすると相手のこともっともっと好きになっちゃうものなのね。
Aoi's a given lover. Good. I should hope so. I mean, I would already know. I see. God damn. As expected, what we did was an expression of love. I show my love for the other, and the other feels it. But when we become one, the feeling emanates? I don't know. I sat down next to Kotori. Then we both looked up at the leisurely drifting clouds in the clear sky. I want to fly. When I looked up at the sky, I got that feeling. Especially when I'm with Kotori.
葵、あの時迎えに来てくれてありがとう。
No problem.
サイに気づいてくれないんじゃないかって思ってた。
She was talking about the SOS as she had sent. The plain nondescript paper airplane. God damn it. How can I talk? I didn't get it at first, but then I remembered the first time we met.
本当はあんなサイン出すつもりなかったんだけど、気がついたら紙飛行機を折ってお姉ちゃんに渡してた。
Kotori asking me to help her was basically choosing flying over her family. That is not something she could have said. Instead, she put her feelings into that paper airplane and had me go to her.
葵が気づいてくれたおかげでモーニンググローリーを飛ぶことができた。もし葵がいなかったら私は今ここにいないだろうし、多分空を見上げることももうできなくなってたと思う。
Why? That's the one thing she said she could do.
きっと高い空を見上げるたびに飛べない自分を思い知らされてたと思うの。そうしてそのうち見上げることもやめてしまってたと思う。でももう私は飛んだし自分は飛べるんだって知ってる。他の普通の人たちよりも少しだけ大変かもしれないけどね。
I took back my future. At some point, Kotori had begun looking straight up at the apex of the sky. Apex? Whatever. I probably said it weird. I feel like Kotori was always looking up higher than I was. Noticing her doing this, I set my eyes at the same spot hers were looking at. I was thankful for Kotori as well.
それでね、実はね、
Kotori was suddenly mumbling.
もう一つお話ししなきゃいけないことがあるの。
The timid look on her face caused me to brace myself. Did something happen while you were at home? Something had happened.
なんかね、見つかったらしいの。
Found what?
手術できる病院が。
Huh? Oh, wait, is that the surgery that can fix her legs? At first, I didn't know what she was talking about. But then I realized at a moment later, I could barely believe it. By surgery, you mean? I looked down at Kotori's legs. She nodded. She then stretched out an arm towards me. Took her hand on my own. It was trembling slightly. Are you scared? Kotori nodded.
もしダメだったら確率 0% になっちゃうもん。
Losing that possibility to recover was the same as losing all hope. It would be better to have that hope, and even if it wasn't real. It's okay. I'll be there with you. Nothing will change, even if it's not a success. But Kotori shook her head.
無理よ。
Why?
アメリカだから。
Huh?
手術を受けるにはアメリカに行かなきゃいけないの。
Oh, I see. For a moment, I thought about going with her.
怖いけど頑張ってくるね。
Her tone was anxious as she gazed at me with tear-filled eyes.
私やっぱり葵と手をつないでデートしたいから。
I was shocked to hear this news. Shocked to the point of trembling. But I concealed my feelings and held Kotori's shaking hand. This is a long ending, I gotta say, this is a very long ending. However, the surgery would not be performed right away. Kotori's situation wasn't urgent, and since it was a famous doctor, there was a waiting list. In the meantime, Kotori got a passport and school leave sorted out. She went to America 2 months later. The surgery was a success. Ho! The feelings had returned to Kotori's legs. Knowing the chance of success, it was nothing short of a miracle. However, the real challenge was only just beginning. After returning home, she began her days of grueling rehabilitation. Once again, she was feeling the pains of not being able to do things she could once do. However, Kotori Habane is not the sort to give up that easily. After months of rehabilitation, she was able to stand herself up on crutches. During the time, we became seniors, that new freshmen started and the new freshmen started at Keifu. So her legs are sort of fixed. Then just around the time when the summer was about to start. Today's my first flight in a long time. When I arrived at the runway, someone was already waiting there. Standing there on crutches, she looked more like an adult than a girl. After a sudden wind blew her long hair, she tucked it behind her ears. She looked completely natural. But her eyes were just like that of a child. An impatient look twinkled in her eyes as she gazed at the far-reaching horizon. I want to fly right now. I heard in my head as I read As Real as Day. Ho! I mean, crutches sure, but a girl can walk now. It went downhill at the climax, at the very, very old climax, when everything was going downhill, everything was going to turmoil and bad, and Koto was going to leave. And now we're getting a happy ending. I could not be happier. I honestly could not be happier. I'm extremely satisfied. Hmm?
Aoi!
Hey, you're already here.
コンディションを見ておこうと思って。
Seems pretty good.
気持ちのいい風が吹いてきたわ。いいサーマルも出てそうだし、絶好のフライト日和ね。
Yeah. The end of summer is the one time of the year when vertical drafts are more likely to occur. A clear day like today really is the best for flying. You're going to fly today, right?
一年どもに空を飛ぶことの何たるかを教えてやらないといけないからね。
Ah, quoted with sappy talk. It's annoying.
嘘、なんでよ。
Well, you know there aren't just many people like you who say that they love the sky.
最近の若いもんは。
The girl is just passionate, leave her alone. 3 years younger than us and you sure can feel the generation gap.
私らも年取ったわね。
It was a joke, but it had been 2 years since we first met. So many things happened during that time. Too many things. It's impossible to believe all those things happened in only 2 years.
後輩らにもちゃんと教えてあげなくちゃ。私らが空に憧れたような熱い気持ちをさ。
Oh yeah, that's right. The dream handed down from Amane. We spent that entire year with one goal in our mind. It was a completely irreplaceable year. One of the dreams had been realized. However, the sky still went on higher and higher without end. Oh yeah, Amane said she'd come by today to watch.
本当に？よーし、いいとこ見せなくっちゃ。
The grass waved as the wind cut through the runway. The wind blowing over the lake was one unique to Kazugata. Our wings gave us the power to fly.
ランウェイズクリア。
Hey, Asa's there,
ウィン
good.
チ準備完了。
And it looks like the winch is repaired and Yoda's there. Preparation's all done here.
よーし、行くわよ、小鳥。いいわよ、あげて。
We're flying. We spread out white wings and flew towards anywhere underneath the vast blue sky. This is really pretty, I gotta say. This is really pretty. Just the entire ending. Finn. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the end to the Kotori route of A4 Hardhead Wings. Oh. Sweet Love. That's now accessible. I have no idea what Sweet Love is. Apparently somebody said it's a continuation story, like maybe like a chapter or two after every route or whatever. I don't know what it is. I'll check it out maybe another time. I think somebody said it's non-translated, so maybe I won't be able to show it. But nevertheless, guys, If My Heart Had Wings Kotori route is finished. We have done it. We've finally reached the ending. How long did we invest into this game? Holy hell. Maybe like 30 hours in total? God damn. That was good. That was actually very good. I actually highly enjoyed it. Personal thoughts? Love the music. Love the art. Voice acting is top notch. Really enjoyed that. It definitely needs a restoration patch in order to fully understand and fully experience it 100%. So go through the painful process of getting that taken care of. That was actually really awesome. This was great. I can't wait to do the other routes. I don't know if I want to take a break or not, but I may take a break, or I may just go right into the other routes, but holy hell. Well, there's another game finished on this channel. Let me know what you guys think about this, especially about that secret ending and the thumbnail I'm going to use. Oh, it's going to be a spicy thumbnail. After she said about spicy dreams, it's just the spicy thumbnail just stuck in my head now. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for watching, and I thank you so much for joining me throughout this playthrough. I will be doing, I'm not sure if I'll be doing them instantly, but I want to do the playthroughs or the other routes and see what the story is like. I really want to do it, but there's so many other games that I want to record. You have no idea. I got like 20 games or something, 15 to 20 games that are on just the back burner, right? That I want to record, or plan to record whenever they come out. But oh lord, this was awesome. This was straight up awesome. I love this. This is great. I can't wait to do more. Nevertheless, thanks so much for watching the playthrough of the KOTORI's route for My Heart Wings. I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. If you haven't played the game yet, please do. Pick it up on sale, you know, Steam sale, $5, $4, whatever. Turn on the restoration patch or apply it, and then enjoy it at its full goodness. It's worth it. It really is worth it. Nevertheless, my name is Samuel. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever I make, or if My Heart Had Wings other routes. See ya. This was legit good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have to be real. This was actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Oh my god. It's like a second visual novel that I actually finished a route in. No, if you don't count. This is story driven, right? Like, Kadowa Shoujo and this are story driven. Nekopara is, I mean, it has a story, but it's just kind of fun thing. It's like I guess would be compared to like a light novel sort of. Now this is a story. I highly enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam Rio. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? Breasts are the treasure of the net. I kinda wanna say you could dress better.